Brother, the dust may be settling from the separation, and the house might be quiet. But inside, where it really counts, it can still feel like a Category 5 storm. The wind is howling, the rain is relentless, and you're just trying to hold on. You're carrying a heavy load right now. It's a chaotic mix of grief for the future you lost, white-hot anger at the betrayal or the injustice of it all, and a deep, unsettling confusion about who you are now. These feelings don't take turns. They crash into each other all at once. One minute you're numb, the next you're furious, and then a wave of profound sadness hits you out of nowhere. It's exhausting. Let's get one thing straight right from the start. Emotional recovery isn't about pretending you're fine. Society has sold us a lie that being a man means being a rock, showing no cracks, feeling no pain. That's not strength, brother. That's suppression. True strength is having the courage to look in the mirror and admit, "This hurts. I'm not okay." That honesty, that raw vulnerability, is the foundation of real healing. It's about taking care of yourself in a way that helps you heal, not just endure. It's about learning to be your own ally in this fight. It's about treating yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a friend who is going through hell, because right now, you are. And you deserve that compassion more than ever. Today, we're not going to talk about platitudes or quick fixes. We'll walk through real, practical self-care strategies designed for men navigating this specific kind of storm. We're going to give you the tools you need to pick up the pieces, not to rebuild the old life, but to forge a new one that is stronger, more authentic, and built on a foundation of self-respect from the inside out. The first, most critical step in this entire recovery process is to grant yourself permission. Permission to feel exactly what you're feeling without judgment. The first step is accepting that what you're feeling is normal. You are not broken. You are a man responding to a significant trauma. Divorce is a loss, and it's not just one loss, it's a cascade of losses. You've lost your partner, yes, but you've also lost your identity as a husband. You've lost the future you meticulously planned. You've lost shared jokes, daily routines, and the simple comfort of knowing someone was there. And losses hurt, deeply. So don't judge yourself for feeling that profound sadness. Don't beat yourself up for the rage that boils up inside you. And please do not feel guilty if you feel moments of relief or even freedom. That complexity is human. Feeling relieved doesn't negate the love you had. It simply acknowledges that part of the struggle is over. Those emotions are signals, not weaknesses. They are your internal guidance system telling you what needs attention. Anger is a signal that a boundary has been violated. Sadness is a signal that you've lost something that mattered. Fear is a signal that you feel unsafe. Listen to them. They have something important to teach you. You have to give these emotions a voice, a way to get out of your system. Write them down in a journal, unfiltered and raw. Talk them out with a trusted friend who can just listen. Pray about them or meditate on them if that's your path. Find a way to externalize the chaos. But whatever you do, don't bottle them up. Don't swallow them down and pretend they don't exist. That is the single most damaging thing you can do right now. Suppressed pain just finds another way out later. It doesn't disappear. It metastasizes. It comes out as chronic irritability, as cynicism that poisons your other relationships, as physical ailments like migraines or stomach problems. It will find a way out, and usually in a way that causes even more damage. So, if bottling it up is a dead end, you need a healthy release valve. You need constructive ways to release that emotional pressure before it builds to a breaking point. For some men, that's hitting the gym. It's about more than just building muscle. It's about the discipline, the focus, the tangible feeling of progress when everything else feels like it's falling apart. It's a place where you are in complete control. For others, it's walking a trail and letting the scale of nature put their problems in perspective. It might be losing yourself in playing guitar, channeling that raw emotion into music. Or it could be working with your hands, fixing an engine, building a table, creating order out of chaos. The key is to pick outlets that build you up, not tear you down. Find something that leaves you feeling better, stronger, and clearer than when you started. This is about channeling your pain into power, your frustration into focus. Because the alternative is a trap. Alcohol, risky behavior, or numbing out with endless hours of TV and video games might feel good in the moment. They offer a temporary escape from the pain, but they slow your healing. They don't solve the problem. They just postpone the pain and add a layer of regret and shame on top of it. They are a debt you take out from your future self, and the interest rates are brutal. This brings us to a fundamental truth. Your body and your emotions are connected. They are two sides of the same coin. You cannot heal one while neglecting the other. Think of it like this. Your mind is the software, but your body is the hardware it runs on. The worse you treat your body, the harder it is to heal your mind. If you're running the hardware on junk fuel, sleep deprivation, and inactivity, the software is going to glitch. It's going to crash. You'll feel more depressed, more anxious, and more overwhelmed. So let's get back to basics. Eat real food. You don't need a complicated diet. Just choose fuel over filler, protein, vegetables, healthy fats, and drink water. Dehydration alone can tank your mood and energy levels. Get enough sleep. This is non-negotiable. Sleep is when your brain processes emotions and consolidates memories. It's when the system repairs itself. Robbing yourself of sleep is like trying to run a marathon after staying up for 48 hours. You are setting yourself up for failure. And move your body every day, even if it's just a short walk around the block. A walk isn't just exercise, it's a moving meditation. It gets you out of your head and into your body. It releases endorphins, which are natural mood elevators. It reminds you with every step that you are still moving forward. It's not about becoming a fitness model. It's not about hitting personal records in the gym. Forget all that. This is about something much more profound. It's about telling yourself, I'm worth the effort. Every healthy meal you cook, every workout you complete, every night you prioritize sleep, you are casting a vote for your own value. You are sending a powerful message to the deepest parts of your brain that you matter. That message sinks in deeper than you think. It rebuilds your self-respect from the ground up, at a time when it feels like it's been shattered into a million pieces. It's an act of defiance against the voice that tells you you're worthless. Now let's talk about one of the most dangerous things you can do right now, and that is to isolate yourself. When we're in pain, our instinct is to retreat, to pull up the drawbridge and hide in our cave. This is a trap. Isolation is the petri dish where shame, resentment, and negative self-talk grow and multiply. We're wired for connection. As men, we're often taught to be the lone wolf, to handle our problems ourselves. But that's a myth that is killing us. True strength isn't standing alone, it's knowing who to stand with. Find one or two people you trust. A good friend, a brother, a father figure, maybe even a professional counselor or a men's group, and be real with them. This isn't about complaining or venting endlessly. It's about having the courage to say, man, I'm not doing okay. You don't need a crowd. In fact, a crowd can make you feel even more alone. You need quality, not quantity. You just need someone who listens without judgment. Someone who won't rush to fix you or give you platitudes. Someone who can sit with you in your pain without flinching. That is an incredible gift. Silence makes the pain heavier. It allows your own negative thoughts to echo and amplify until they're deafening. Sharing makes it lighter. When you speak your pain, you expose it to the light. It often shrinks in the telling. You realize you're not crazy and you're not alone. That connection is medicine. Your mental diet is just as important as your physical one. What you feed your mind during this time will either fuel your recovery or poison it. If all you feed yourself is negativity, by stalking your ex's social media, listening to friends who just want to bash her, or consuming angry content online, you will stay stuck in a toxic loop of pain and resentment. You are picking at the wound, preventing it from ever healing. Instead, you must become the ruthless gatekeeper of your mind. Unfollow, mute, and block anything that brings you pain. Then intentionally fill your mind with books, podcasts, and videos that inspire growth, resilience, and perspective. Surround yourself with voices that push you toward your best self, not drag you back to your worst days. You are rebuilding your mental framework. Use the best materials you can find. Brother, healing is not a straight line. I wish I could tell you it was, but it would be a lie. It's more like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Some days you'll feel strong. You'll feel like you've turned a corner, like the worst is behind you. You'll feel clear and hopeful. Others, a song on the radio, a random memory, or a difficult interaction will knock you right back on your ass. You'll feel like you're back at square one, like all your progress was an illusion. That's okay. That is part of the process. It's not a failure. It's a flare-up. The goal isn't to never feel pain again. The goal is for the waves of grief to get smaller and for the time between them to get longer. Don't rush the process or compare your recovery to someone else's. Your marriage was unique, your pain is unique, and your healing timeline will be unique. Your only competition is the man you were yesterday. Just keep showing up for yourself every day. Keep making the small, right choices. The walk, the healthy meal, the phone call to a friend, the journal entry. That is how you win. Not with one grand gesture, but with 1,000 small acts of courage and self-respect. Over time, you'll notice the pain gets lighter, the storm inside begins to quiet down, and the hope gets stronger. You'll start to recognize the man in the mirror again. Not the old version, but a new one. Wiser, stronger, more resilient. If today's message hit home, if you feel seen and understood, then subscribe and join this community. You're not just clicking a button, you're raising your hand and joining a brotherhood of men who are refusing to let divorce be the end of their story. We're here to help you navigate every step of this journey, from the depths of emotional recovery to the practical steps of rebuilding your life, to rediscovering and finding a new, more profound sense of joy again. You're not alone in this. We're in your corner. I'll see you in the next one.